Okay, everybody, very good morning, Atma Namaste. Welcome to the day 2 of the Sacha manifestation code. Okay, yesterday we were talking about the origin of desire, and we gave a small task for you to identify certain goals that you have, certain desires that you have, and I asked you to write the Arshad Varga's influence on it. Desires and goals. Okay, yes. Okay. So my whole objective is to make you understand where is the thought coming from. Every thought that you have, where is it coming from? Okay, the origin of desire. It's a vast subject, so I have split into 3 days. So for you to manifest anything, you should know what you want to manifest. So that's a desire that you wanted to manifest. And now we have got goals. We have got some necessities that we have in our lives that will also inspire our task in hand or that will inspire our goals or desires. So yesterday we had a very major breakthrough or no, very major understanding that if your necessities are your goals or if your desire is a necessity, that is something we have to witness from a different perspective. Okay. Now, many people said a few things that okay, they want to earn more. The only desire they have is to earning more money. So earning money is a basic necessity. So how much you earn is depending upon your capacity, depending upon the opportunity and how much you use the opportunity. Okay. But if earning more is a huge desire that you have, that means there's something seriously that needs some addressing needed. Okay. So, and some people say, I want to have good health or they want to have harmony in relationships. These are very, very basic needs of human life. If they are your goals and desires, then you're operating from a survival mode. Okay, so it's not conscious thing that you are working on a survival mode, but your desire are only comes in the space of survival. Now is it good or bad? Secondary, but that needs a revisiting. And what explains our condition where we have to have our needs as our desires? Why did we end up in a place where our needs are becoming our desires? Why should we have a desire in the form of a need? Are you understanding what I'm asking? Okay, how many of you could understand the difference between need and a desire? Understood the difference between need and desire, right? So, desire, yeah, you want to have. Exactly. Desire is there about the needs. Correct. So here we are operating. If you say, I have a desire to make more money, need is something that you must have to survive. Desire is something that originates once we meet our needs. Yes, yes, correct. So you have a fair understanding on the needs and also the desires. But if you have a situation where fulfilling your basic needs, mm, fulfilling your basic needs is also a part of your goal or desire. That is because of the prarabdha. Okay. And that is also influenced by our vasanas or the past life influence. We have to understand something very deep here. For some known or unknown reasons, we are subjected to a situation in our life where basic survival needs have become a desire. That means we did something or we have not done something that we are supposed to do at some point in our life that made us plant ourselves in a situation where we have this situation. Okay, very, very important. And this is something you have to understand. How many of you have understood or heard the concept of Purajana Sukrutas? Right? Right. So Purva Janma Sukrutas are the good karmas that we do. Okay. When you do a very good karma in the past life, what is extension of that? You'll have a good life this life. That is the belief of it, bro. If you do a good life this life, next life will be good. Or maybe if you do everything good in this life, you may not even have next life, you get moksha. So that's the foundational philosophy of Hinduism. No? If you have a good life, that means you did something good in the last life. Okay. Now we will all question certain things here. Okay. Again, this is not something to blame or something. How many of you actually felt at some point in your life that you did a lot of good karma that made you be in this life the way you are? Mm. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Wonderful. So, and how many of you don't have any problem in life at all? Yes. So we all did good karma, but we have a bad life. Or we have a good life, but we do, no, we have taken, we did a lot of punya to be born in the family that we are born, but whenever we're not actually happy without any problems. So life is blend of both, right? You might have done a lot of good karma, but still you have some issues. Or you may not have done any good karma that, we are at a stage where our basic necessities are also to be considered to be luxuries. Okay. Now, how does a desire arise in you gives you a lot of understanding on where are you coming from, where should you go. Okay. So where is your desire coming from? If your desire is stuck with the basic necessities, okay, that means in some life you never gave any importance to basic necessities. You took them for granted. You never valued it. Hence, this life survival is a very questionable thing. For some people, survival is only taken care. Okay, whatever your survival is taken care, but nothing more than that. That means you are a person, you have taken the responsibility of some family, some life, and the gratitude towards you create an environment where your survival is taken care. And when your desires are not ascending than survival, that means whenever you had an opportunity to be or to grow more than your survival state, you have not used it. Hence, you are always stuck in a survival aspects only. Your mind is not expanding beyond the survival aspects. So, is it good, bad? No, not necessary to know what is it. But now that you have understood, realized, okay, my desires are only connected to my survival thing. That means I have to ascend from that space. Okay, now what inspired you to have the first original desire is always it's a result of the past life karma. First thought that comes to you. Okay, first desire comes to you is coming from the past life karma. After you get the desire or the thought, how do you take it forward is influenced by your Arshad Vargas and your Vasanas. Okay, you got one thought. Okay, I want to buy this car. Maybe.
Excuse, excuse me, sir.
Yes, Amma.
My only desire, I want to become a good healer. This I
Hmm.
got at the age of 70 only.
Hmm.
Okay, that is my desire. So here, how can you say this? Because this is Purva Sarma Vasana.
Ha. Yes. Good question, Amma. So, the moment you have got a thought to become a healer at the age of 71, age of 71 is just a memory to you in this life. Okay, it inspired at the age of 71 in this life. But this is traveling with you from long, long time and long, long years. That at that age, you got the opportunity to learn and practice. So, the continuity of a dream or a desire is happening from no, from your past also. Okay, so whatever good thought you have got that you wanted to become a healer, that's a desire, it has come from a space of already fulfillment of your life. Okay, and the Vasana effect that I'm talking about is there with you or within you from a very, very long time that took its time to become a desire that you have pursued. Okay. Now, what inspired you to choose healing only at the age of 71? Your life experience until you have understood the word healing has got a lot of influence from your past life. Now, what could be the past life's effect or impedance? Past life impedance is coming from that space where you have done lot of service to somebody or you have taken service from a lot of people and you have to give it back. So how do you give it back? By doing service like this. So everybody in service industry, even in profession also, in this life, who chose or know who put themselves into that industry of service is inspired from a space where they have received service from others and now they want to give it back. This is how vasanas will expand out of you. So as you understand more of vasanas, this will be more clearly understood, Amma. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. So as Amma asked one question, so how is it connected to poor Rajana Vasanas? So all that we have experienced in last life that will give you some kind of spiritual intelligence to your soul's journey. All that you have experienced is going to be imprinted on your soul. Now, all that you have not experienced fully, even that will also be stuck to the soul. Every experience that makes you feel absolutely fulfilled, completely self-satisfied, that will be removed from your soul's imprint. Understanding the journey of the soul makes a lot of difference here. So all the fulfillment that we have achieved already in our lives. Okay, maybe this life or past lives, they will not be imprinted to our soul, because the soul's journey is always, it's an ongoing continuum. It's a continuum. That means it's going on and on and on. It's cumulatively taking up everything. It's taking everything. It's taking everything. It's taking everything. Now, any desire that you have built in you at some life, if that is not fulfilled at some point, whenever you have that right environment in any life, that is when it is going to happen. For example, like Amma said, she wants to be a healer. She got a desire to become a healer. Now, when did this desire originate? Maybe in this life, when she is very young, she have heard the word healer and she felt, oh, this is good, I can become healer. Or maybe she is already a healer last life, but being a healer, she didn't take care of the responsibilities. I know her responsibilities as a householder was not fulfilled properly, or she got busy that she could not become a healer then. Then water pending that is there, she finished after her responsibilities as a householder, and now she able to get into that space after fulfilling all the duties. Now, every desire that you have has got this impedance. Any desire that you get is an influence of your past life vasana. That is the reason everybody's desire would not be the same. No two people desire will be the same, even in the same family also. Necessities, if you put aside, desires will be very different. And why do you desire it? That is also influenced by your past life karma and your purvajanma vasanas. Now, what is vasana? Vasana is a tendency. Now, there wouldn't be any reason for us to have a situation where there wouldn't be a reason that can explain why do we have this situation that way. Maybe astrology can give us some kind of help to navigate the position of the planets that can influence our thoughts, that can influence our choices. That is one dimension. But the bigger dimension of it is our vasanas, the larger dimension. Now, what are the vasanas? If you go deeper, it is absolutely our own creation. What we could not fulfill in one life, that is carried forward to the next life. That is the reason having no desires is impossible, because the desire that is planted in one life will sprout at some other point. Maybe Lalitambika Amma has, when she told she wanted to become a healer at the age of 71, when at the age of 71 she felt her desire is to become a healer. It started when, we don't know, maybe 4 lives before she was a healer already, and it took 4 lives
Sorry,
after.
up to that I don't know healing only. Up to
Hmm.
that I don't know healing in that I not heard at all.
Yeah. So she has got nothing from this life. So the desire arised from her past life. Okay. She planted the seed of becoming a healer, or being a healer already in past life, and it took 71 earth years in this lifetime for it to manifest. So that is there is a lot of people, they have a smooth life, suddenly something will happen, something disruptive will happen. No explanation at all. Why did this happen? We don't know. You only say my karma, right? My life was smooth, my life is going in a certain way, but suddenly some catastrophe happened, some bad event happened, and you have got no explanation why did it happen. All that you know is that you are stuck in soup, right? So now these are the effects of vasanas. Vasanas are the one that will inspire that desire, and vasanas are the ones that would have a strong reason for you to be in a certain way. Now, one of the golden rule of manifestation is, or golden law, not rule. Golden law of manifestation is you attract who you are than what you want. We're talking about wants, right? But most of us want great things, but are they happening? We are wanting great things from the time we are born. But the things are not happening at all. Two things happen. Now, what happens? What is happening in our life is what we have allowed it. In other sense, we are that already, so that it could follow through into our life. It could just come into our life. We are that already. But what is not happening? What is difficult for us to manifest? Or why are certain things very difficult for us to manifest? The ones which have a lot of karmic impedance are the ones that are very difficult to manifest. Okay, when we know it is difficult to manifest, why are we still hooked to it? Why can't we let it go and do something else? Are we able to do it at least? You have a desire, you have a compelling desire to achieve something, to get something, and you have put a lot of effort, it's not happening. Why are you still putting a lot of impedance on it? Why are you putting a lot of time into it? Why can't you just let go? Okay, better luck next life. Let it go for this lifetime and try for something else. Some lifetime else. Why can't we do it? Are we able to do it? Everybody? So what all things that we wanted to, that is not happening, but we still want to achieve, but you're unable to let go, that has got a lot of past life connections. And that is the reason you cannot let go or you cannot succeed. This
That only
is
I
a,
am, huh?
huh?
That only I am, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Now, success of a desire manifestation happens in multiple years that we talk in the ongoing sessions. Okay. How many of you understood what am I telling until now? Got a little more clarity on than yesterday? So the desire that you have had, it is not only influenced by Arshad Vargas, it also has an effect of the Vasanas. So Vasanas are the ones that are pending residual learnings of the last lives, which you still carry with you. Unless that is totally manifested fully, you will continue to carry it. For as long as you carry, it is going to be with you. Right? So it is very, very vital for you to ensure that you are clearing all the karmic impedances at the earliest so that you are not dragging it in the next life. So this one life that you have, it is a beautiful opportunity for you to let go of all the tendencies, all the vasanas that you carry. Now when your vasanas are completely addressed, how do you feel basically? When your vasanas are fulfilled, there is a compulsion. You don't feel a compulsive need to do something, to prove something, to achieve something. You will be able to achieve anything easily. If you are unable to achieve, you will be able to let go easily. What is more liberating than this? You thought of something, it happened, then you let go. Over. So this is the background of vasanas. Now we'll have multiple understandings on how can we make most of this vasanas. Okay. I'll give you some examples that can make you, that will give you a different understanding on the vasana, so that you will also be able to categorize your dreams that you have written as per these standards. Now, vasana will appear like this. You wanted to achieve something badly, or you have encountered something in your life. How do you first think? First thought comes to you. What is the first natural thought comes to your mind? That is your vasana. We say the subconscious calling, no? How many of you have heard this word? So first thought comes to your mind is coming from your subconscious. So that thought is influenced by vasanas. So vasanas would influence how you think. For example, someone fell down and you saw it, and the first instinct came is you just laughed. Okay, that is who you are. Is it good, bad? Let us not get into debate of it. So your vasanas would influence how you actually think. How do you actually act naturally? If you polish your behavior, and then if you go to behavior training sessions, they say don't laugh, empathize, go to the person, make that person feel comforted, and then check for the whereabouts. All of that comes later. But if that's a natural instinct, so what's a natural instinct? What's a naturally driven first step that you do is your vasana. Now, the first thought that you all get when you look at your desire is inspired by your vasana. Now, there are multiple vasanas, multiple tangents towards it. So, when you have a thought originating from certain space, that space, what is it knowing? What is very, very vital, because the moment you know, okay, my thought is coming from this space, you have a liberation. You have got some power and control. But if you don't have that, what happens? You're confused. You lack clarity, and that gives some degree of anxiety that goes on and on, that goes in spiral. Right? Now, you want to manifest, for example, okay, someone said, I want to manifest more money. For example, what is more money? You're earning 1 lakh a month. What is more? 1 lakh 1 rupee is more than 1 lakh only, no? No, I want 5 lakhs per month. Why can't we earn 5 lakhs a month? Okay. The moment you say 5 lakhs is fine for me, I don't want more than that. I'm happy with 5 lakhs per month. With 5 lakhs per month, you know what to do, how much to save, how much to earn, how much to spend, how much to invest, all of that you have a calculation. 5 lakhs per month is the new middle class right now. Okay. Now, the moment you have this thought, first impedance that you get is, okay, 5 lakhs per month, I have to do a lot of work. I have to be lucky. Autunda, will I be able to do it? 5 లక్షలు అంట. లక్షకే జీవితం అది సరిపోయింది. So what are these first thoughts that come to you when you have written this first desire? First thought comes to your mind when you have written a desire. So the desire, if it is originating from lakh, like I said, okay, you have never earned 1 lakh in your life directly, then definitely earning or thinking of 1 lakh per month would be a big thing. For the people who have earned already 2 or 3 or 5 lakhs per month, for them, again, think of it is not going to be a big deal, right? Because they have already made their money, right? So in your mental space, there is no vasanas or there is no some tendencies that can disempower your belief because you have already achieved it. That is the reason for some people, certain things are very easy to manifest. For example, I mean, how many of you have been in a situation where you had money crunch but suddenly it got manifested and money came into your life and you were able to transcend it? On day-to-day life, you have money crunch. You don't have a lot of money, but suddenly when you have a very dire need, money just comes, right? Two members only, three, four. So that means you have some prosperity energy in you already. As long as you don't thoroughly need it, you don't have it. But when you really want it, money is coming then. Is it not a blessing? That means the reason we don't have money always, but whenever we need it, we have it. We are getting it somehow. That's a sign of abundance blessing us, because we might not have valued money when we had in the past life, but we gave a lot of money to other people, so we are getting it money whenever we wanted it. Or else what happens is, if you have this, for those who tried a lot but money is never coming, they are only living on compromise. Why is it happening this life? Because they never valued money when they had it. So they never gave anything to anybody. They have got no entitlement to receive benefit. So when they're stuck, they never helped anybody who was stuck, even though they had the capacity. Now they are subject to a situation where their resources at their ends are not even meeting. No matter what, how much ever they struggle, it's not happening. But if it is happening for you, that means you did something good already. You're stuck at some point, and then somehow something is flowing into your life, and you are able to release yourself from that impedance. So this is how you have to build your mind. If my needs are meeting, when I'm getting stuck at some point, something is some help I'm getting, that means I'm already entitled to get some benefit. I have some blessings with me already. When you know that you have some blessings with you already, what is the next task? Okay, you don't get good case. Why did you help somebody when they are in that pain? Why did you help them?
because I could feel their pain.
Okay, that's the reason that you gave. But the people who have taken help from you, did they return your help? Okay. Or you did not help somebody, but they helped you back at times. Did it happen in time?
Very rare.
Very rare. Okay. And did you receive any help from strangers?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So you help somebody when they are in pain, but they didn't return your help. That means these people are our karmic contracts. They are only to take from us, not to give anything in return. By giving to those people, those ungrateful people are the ones who are always on the receiving end, they don't give anything in back, anything in return. These are our karmic contracts. Okay, we just give and say namaskaram. That's it. Not expect anything from them. Okay, and the beauty of this is when you're receiving help from total strangers. Yes, a lot of us activities. Exactly. Correct. Now, if you are stuck in a situation where you got no help at all, you tried asking, begging for help, but you didn't get any help in some aspect of life, in some situation. That means you're not meant to take help from anybody. That is going to create a new soul contract for you. No, it's going to create a new karmic cycle. Hence, you're subjected to that pain. You have to go through that grind. Giving up or taking it forward is solely in your own hands. That is the reason help most ungrateful people. That is teaching you more to be more and more grateful. That's it. Because lot of us have this thing. You help people who can never return it back. Because these are the ones you are karmically contracted to. Last life you have taken a lot of help from these people only, and you never returned it. Now you are giving it back this life. But for whatever good will you had inside you that made you do it in this life is an effect of the past life. So this life you could have been like, okay, I'll never give. You could have been a miser, no? You could have been a very conscious person where you don't have to give it to anybody. But why are you like that? Why are you still giving? The tendency to give is not stopping, no? Maybe you become stone hearted, but deep inside you, you still wanted to help, right? How many of you became rock? like a stone coded person now. But deep inside you are a very soft person. You say life changes changed me. Situations of life changed me. Or else I would have been a different person. How many of you are in this stage? Right? So had if you had more abundance, had if you have got more power or strength, you would have still continue to do, right? So this vasana to give is there in your soul imprint. Why? Because you've taken, you're grateful for that. And now, why is that you get it from other people who have not taken any help from you? Are the ones who got benefited by you in last life. So there's one statement. Everybody is bad in anybody's story. And there's at least, you're good in at least in one person's story. Right? So the one person who takes you, who could see good in you, is the one who got benefited by you. That is the reason I got soft corner towards you. Okay. But if you're subjected in a situation where you have got nobody who had soft corner around you, okay. Better luck next life. Be good this life so that the next life you can have a better life. Simple. You have to create it. If you don't have it now, you have to create it. Why you didn't have it now until now? See, all the people who are sitting in this class today, watching this recording, they got an information that they can use it. Right? Against your choice. Ha. The people who are sitting in this class, they got to learn something that can make changes in your life if you apply. That means up until now, till today, you had to go through all that you're going through. Now you got information that can help you change it. So if you are sitting in this class and you're taking something out of it, and this is going to make a change in your life. If you're not using it, okay, maybe time has not come. What I want you all to understand is, yes, your cycles of suffering are happening because of the past life vasanas. The moment you get to know, it's a time universe has decided, okay, you have suffered enough, it's time for you to come out of it. When the universe has decided that it's enough for you, that's when things will start to get better. First thing that happens is education. And also, you have some uninvited, unsolicited advice comes to you. Free advice from relatives. Okay. How many of you have experienced this where you have, when you're going through a lot, you get some free advice from people? And you don't want to do it. And you don't want to do it because it came from them. That's where we said Buddhi Karman Sarani. See, universe is going to be very, very open and transparent. It doesn't have any kind of biasing. Now you got a tendency, you got a vasana that you carry that says, okay, this guy or this girl or this person did something wrong to me, but somehow I feel like forgiving that person. If you have this thought coming up, that means you have ascended to an extent, you have grown to an extent. And you have written a desire that I want to achieve 5 lakhs per month. Now, yesterday we were talking about the space where did you write this dream. So some people said it is a greed, it is moha, it's mada. What inspired you to write this dream is coming from different spaces. Right? That's what you have written, right? Your Arshad Vargas you have checked. Now I want to see the vasanas aspect. Now, what vasana you carry that made you have this desire? Now, what vasanas, what tendencies inspired you to have this desire? The desire to get more, that desire to give more, that desire to prove, is it a vasana? Are you understanding this? Every desire that you have written, when you check the Vasana standpoint, it is connected to the first thought comes to your mind when you look at this desire. So, if you have written about money, I wanted to have more money. Now, yesterday you might have thought it could be greed. How many of you felt it is greed to have more money, to want more money? Nobody? Okay, without greed. But how many of you felt I'm entitled to have more money? It's not at all wrong.
That also I felt.
You also, good, right? So, Arishad Varga said it is greed. That is one layer inside you. But I'm entitled also. That's also there's one as another layer inside you. Right? You have two layers. The same thought, when it is operated from the lack perspective, now what happens? Your Arishad Varga will be turned on. The same thought is inspired by a positive space, is coming from an abundant space. Now, what happens? You get the feeling of entitlement and deservingness. So, this is the Vasana. Because you have the Vasana to earn more, you could earn more or you could get the desire to earn more. If you don't have that in you, you don't even get the thought. You'll not get that desire only. Unless and until you have the capacity to achieve it, you don't have the desire. This is another entanglement. We'll talk about it. Okay, understood? If anybody had a desire to do something XYZ, that means you have it in your soul imprint. Every thought that is stuck to your soul imprint is going to become a strong desire where you cannot let go, where you want to do it no matter what, or you not have peace. Now, for that, you have to dissect: is it a necessity that I'm struggling for, or is it a desire? If it is necessities, if you don't fulfill necessities, what is the point? So you have to have this clear-cut mind framed into this compartment that my necessities are something that I'm going to achieve, and there's no compromise in it. My desires are extended to this necessity. So when I dissociate all of my necessities, okay, from desires, and I have two different spaces. Okay, it's a very good internal work. Every desire that you have, check if it is becoming a necessity, or every necessity that you have, is it a desire? You have to just decompartmentalize. That's a homework. You're dissecting all your desires from the necessities and necessities from the desires. When you're dissecting it, when you're separating it.
Sir,
That
one
is
example.
example, your desire becoming necessity. For example, I need to earn so and so. Earning is necessity, but needing to earn is a desire. So that should change. I'm earning so and so. That's the only point of view. Okay, I'm earning. 5 lakhs per month or 10 lakhs per month, or whatever money number that you wanted to put that money. I'm earning this is my necessity is to earn this. It's not a desire. So you have to bifurcate your desires from your need. For example, if someone says, I want to become healthy. You want to become healthy means you have got a certain health issue, right? Now, what is health issue? You are getting healed from that. Wanting to become healthy is a desire. Why should you want to become healthy? Why you're not healthy already? See, it might sound very, very childish, or it might sound really different when I'm asking you to think like this. I want you to separate a desire. The words matter a lot. We'll understand this in later sessions, why words are very important. So we confuse ourselves by not compartmentalizing or by putting everything into the same basket. Our mind doesn't know what exactly you're trying to do. Hence, we have chaos in that life, in that aspect of life. So if you're needing to have certain things, and that is a desire for you, but that's actually that's not a desire, but that's a necessity. When you put a necessity as a desire, your subconscious mind is like, desire no, అయితే అయితే లేకపోతే లేదు. It's a desire only, no? And if your desires are becoming necessities, then you have a strong compulsive need for something that you don't actually want, or that you don't actually need. For example, I need everybody to accept me. Why do you need everybody to accept you? That's a desire only, no? I want everybody to be nice to me. Why? That's a need. One moment.
That's a desire.
One moment. I've got a question. Genuinity. You genuinely want something. Okay, I've got two different questions here. I'll go with Harshita's question. See, opportunities are not showing up. A lot of people have this. Okay, people are looking for some opportunity, it's not happening. It's a good space actually. When opportunity is not happening, you're not finding opportunity. That means something is not aligned. Your desire is very clear. It's not just inspired out of Harshad Varga, but it's a basic necessity for a person to get a job. But why is it not happening? There are multiple layers to it. First, internal state. Who are you as a person, basically? And what emotional state you're carrying? That has got a lot of impedance on how situations happen to you. Okay. If you're basically chill person, okay, you have always peace in your life, then what happens? Everything is easy. You'll be able to achieve anything and everything easily. In the same way, you also get the opportunities like that. But right now, if your current state of mind is in a different way, so situations happen in a certain way that your mindset is continuing to be the way it is. So, what state of
Voice
being?
is breaking, sir.
Sorry?
Voice is breaking, sir.
Okay, is it still breaking or is it better now?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Or even now it is breaking?
It's clear now, sir.
Okay. Now, talking about a desire, when I said I want to have a job that is giving me some so and so income, and that is genuinely I want it. I have got no impedance of anything. I have got the skill, I've got talent. I just want an opportunity that pays me. Valid and logic, but it is happening. That means I'm aligned. If it's not happening, there's something that is not aligned. Now, what influences? Okay. Now, what influences this opportunity not meeting me is my inner state. Now, what is my inner state? Internally, who am I? If I'm a very happy person, then everything that happens in my life is only giving me happiness. Lack of opportunity also gives me happiness because I'm not dependent on that for my happiness. Okay, this is where your Vasanas hit. Okay, you don't have an opportunity. How are you looking at it? What is it feeding? Is it feeding your Ashad Vargas? Or is it feeding your past life impedance? This is where we have to understand. We have to do some kind of deep digging in it. Okay. Now, how or why are we not getting opportunities is only because of lack of alignment in one word. Now, what influences this lack of alignment are many things. Okay. So there is one statement which I am remembering. Okay. In 2014-15, there's one gentleman who said, when opportunity meets preparedness, then that is called luck. Okay, when opportunity needs preparedness, then that is luck. If you're not prepared, even though you have an opportunity, you can't make anything out of it. But when you're prepared, but opportunity is not happening, that means there's something bigger, something better, or something is not clear inside you that can make best out of this opportunity. Making sense? Now, what you have to make changes inside yourself, we'll learn it as we progress. So, internally, how are you makes a lot of impact. Internally, who are you has a lot of impact on how things will happen outwardly. Okay. I said this, Vinny, that when opportunity meets preparedness, that is called luck. That means you are prepared and the opportunity has just come, you will be able to knock it out. For example, all the people who are working in some company, they get a better opportunity, they go. Right? That means they're prepared for the next opportunity. When you're already stuck in current opportunity, you're looking for something different. That means you're not fulfilled here. So you cannot go to other place also. Something Ruchi has shared. Goal with a deadline is fantasy. Goal with deadline is objective. Goal deadline plus plan is intention. Goal deadline plan plus consistent action success. Meaningful goals plus deadline plans consistency fulfillment. Nice. Okay. So if you are not able to attract an opportunity, that means there's some alignment missing. Now, what factors de-align you is also connected to your vasanas. So who are you basically as a person, or who have you been from consistent amount of time past few months, a few weeks, a few years? Who have you become in the process? Yes. No. If you are done, it doesn't mean you don't have growth. No. So that is one side of it. If that is a definition. So if you feel the day I feel I'm done, that means I'm stopping, I'm not growing. That's a definition. I can also say that because I've seen everything, okay, I don't want anything more. That's a state of fulfillment. No? For example, you're fully hungry, you ate fully till your stomach full. Okay. Do you still want to eat more? You reach a saturation. After that, you don't want to have anything more. That is vairagya, no? It's not a stopping of growth. It is a stopping of growth also when you define it that way. What do you attach to it? And what makes you attach the definition to the word is your vasana. The first thought that comes to your mind, for example, if I say, okay, don't do more, you are sufficiently happy with whatever you have. But the moment it feels like that means I'm not growing. If that's the first thought that comes to your mind, oh, that's a vasana. That is the effect of your vasanas. So for this person, always growing is there. Why should they should always run, they should always perform, they have to prove. That's always there. When someone has got this kind of a tendency, okay, oh, okay, so this is what they think. Now the tendencies are in multiple layers. Okay, but most important tendency that we are focusing on is how are you compelled to look at things naturally without making any change. If you're not educated, if you're not um, trained, how do you actually see anything and everything? Will decide how everything goes to you, goes into your life, how everything comes out of your life, how you make the most of your life. Understood this? Everybody has to do this thing. Write your goals or already written goals that you have written yesterday. Visit every goal that you have written. Yeah. Yes. Goal and desire are the same. Desire becomes goal when you want to achieve it. Desire is a desire. Okay, you achieve or not achieve, it's okay. That is the reason lot of us will not be able to achieve our desires. Why? Because desire is desire. Okay. What the sahi. That is the reason when your necessities are the desires, necessities doesn't fulfill. Because desires are optional. Necessities are mandatory. Right? But if necessities are put into necessities are put into desires spectrum, then okay, हुआ तो हुआ नहीं तो नहीं. I understand it. Are you understanding the subtlety of this? It's not, it's very deep if you go into it. It's very, very deep if you see it. Why? Because if you don't see it that way, it just feels like this. Okay, I'm working hard. It should happen. If it's not happening, my bad karma. That's why you stop. So I want you all to just check the tendencies that go into your mind, that go into your desire, what tendencies you have. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? These vasanas have a very important role to decide if you will be able to achieve it or not. If you are able to achieve, is it out of struggle or is it to deceit or conceit or the divine intervention? Some people say, దేవుడు తలుచుకుంటే అన్నీ అయిపోతాయి. That means if God intends, it will happen. भगवान पे भरोसे पे. If you are a person whose tendency is always to give it to God only, then you have to wait till God gives. There your effort doesn't work. Okay. And if you say success will only happen with certain formula, and you don't fit into this formula, till you fit into the formula, success will not happen to you. So the complexities of our desires manifestation is there in our own hands. Firstly, you have to understand, is it a desire or necessity? If it is necessity, different action plan. If it is a desire, different action plan. But you should be very clear, is it a necessity or is it a desire? That is yesterday's work. Now, is it coming out of Arshad Vargas or Vasana? If it is coming from Vasanas, we have a different approach. If it comes from Arshad Vargas, we have got a different approach. If a desire is only a product of the Vasanas, wonderful. If the desires are coming only out of Arshad Vargas, wonderful. But it should be a desire, not necessity. If the necessity is coming out of Vasana, if the necessity is coming out of Arshad Vargas, It's a different story altogether. We'll go there. Okay, there's a lot to do. Okay, I'm not going to dump everything today. You might have confusion, a little bit of confusion or clarity on how to do that, how to go about it. That's taught to you, the how part. But are you understanding how much subtlety we're trying to bring, how much refining we are getting into it to understand every desire, where is it coming from? Yes, no, maybe. Are you seeing the subtlety here? I can see a lot of bubbles around. Yeah.
Sir, I think I'm missing some connections.
Connection will be given to you tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Just do this exercise only.
మళ్ళీ చెప్పరా ఒకసారి ఏం చేయాలో? డిజైర్ వాసన నుంచి వచ్చిందో అర్షడ్ వర్గాస్ నుంచి వచ్చిందో రాయాలి అంతేనా?
అంటే వాసనాస్. ఓకే, సి అరిషడ్ వర్గాస్ that will drive your action. Okay, but what inspires you to choose that Arshad Varga is the Vasana. When something is happening a certain way and the way it is happening is because of the Vasana. Okay, if something is not happening the way you want it to happen, how do you react? That is inspired by Vasana. So Vasana is a subtle layer that will that's a space of inspiration. For example, if someone rejected you and you felt hurt, you chose being hurt. Okay, what made you choose to be hurt when rejected is the Vasana. Feeling rejected is a repercussion of the Arshad Varga. But being rejected and what made you choose to feel hurt is the submissiveness of your space, where being hurt is the first emotional impedance. If someone rejected you, you feel okay, Hamaya, thank you so much. This is not something that I'm aligned to, and you made it easy for me. If you can think like this, that's a Vasana again. So Vasana is a subtle layer, is a space where your acceptance or where your Arshad Vargas or where your Vasanas is the space where your desires originate and also your reactions originate. Vasanas is a space where desires originate. And that has got, after desire is originated, you will check, is it inspired by either the Arshad Vargas? Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, demarcation is very thin. Exactly. Yeah. If I feel I'm entitled to something, then it is something between Vasana or Arshad Varga. That depends on something. What is that thing? For example, you're entitled to be respected. You feel you're entitled to be respected, but you don't get respect. For example, if that is the situation, very good the thing that you brought here. Now, you are not respected already, hence you feel like you deserve to be respected. Or you're entitled to be respected. Yes, are you really respected there? If you are respected already, that means there's a Vasana there. If you're not respected, that means there's some Arshad Varga that means you got hurt where somebody did not respect you, and that people not respecting you has come from the Vasana. That you are in a certain way that made people not respect you. Hence, you feel the sense of entitlement, or hence you feel the sense of deservingness. I deserve to be respected. Wonderful. But is it coming from the space of being respected or not being respected? If you feel respected already and you're getting respect and you feel entitled already, you're feeling entitled that you should be respected, and the respect is already there. That is, everything is aligned. But you feel you are entitled to be respected because you're not getting respect. That means there is some vasana inside you that made you attract the situation or condition where you have not received that respect. Hence, you feel the need to be respected. Understood? Yes, Shailagar.
సార్ వాసనల నుంచి మనకు వచ్చింది అంటే దట్ డిజైర్ కేమ్ ఫ్రమ్ లాక్ సెట్ ఓన్లీ నో లాక్ మైండ్ సెట్ ఓన్లీ నో
Lack or unfulfillment, yes.
lack or unfulfillment only.
Yeah.
Then how does మనం ఎట్లా బైఫర్కేట్ చేస్తాం అది ఏ అర్షడ్ వర్గ నుంచి వచ్చింది అనేది మనం ఎలా బైఫర్కేట్ చేయగలం? How can we bifurcate?
See, if fulfillment of it is giving you certain kind of experience, if not fulfillment, if it is not getting fulfilled, if it is giving certain kind of experience, that will decide. అది మేనిఫెస్ట్ అయితే మీ ప్రైడ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. అది మేనిఫెస్ట్ అవ్వకపోతే దుఃఖం పెరుగుతుంది. అలా
మేనిఫెస్ట్ అయితే
గొప్పలు
break
పోతున్నాం.
అవుతుంది.
ఓకే, మేనిఫెస్ట్ అయితే ప్రైడ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, మేనిఫెస్ట్ అవ్వకపోతే బాధ పెరుగుతుంది. So that's when you will decide the Arshad Vargas. See, desires manifestation or not manifestation, what state are you getting into? Okay, understood this?
Yes.
So see, everybody are using these words daily. Want to, wish you, use. Okay, we use it so frequently that we have lost its sense, and that is creating a problem. So that's how we have to work on certain kind of aspects of ourselves so that we don't get stuck in that. Our words, our vocabulary should not affect us, right? Now, having this kind of a separation or compartmentalization of needs and desires, that is a lot of clarity. And now, understanding what is inspiring this thought, what is inspiring this desire, fulfillment of this, what is going to happen inside you. If it is not getting fulfilled, what is it happening inside you? Having this understanding is very, very vital, because this is going to create a map for you that will answer why needs are getting, why desires are getting fulfilled or not. Having
That's
this,
only what you are telling till now. That's only no, because if our desire is not fulfilled in this life, that will carry on to next life. That will become a vasana for the next life, and we will take another birth.
yes, but you are confusing desire for necessity, or necessity for desire. That is the unwanted vasana that you carry for the next life, or this life karma is also not getting fulfilled because you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
So you are telling that to fulfill that desire, we are not able to know what we have to do to fulfill that desire. So that is becoming vasana for this life, and that is carrying forward to the next life.
Correct. See, mukti kavali, everybody wants mukti, right? Everybody wants moksha. Moksha means detachment, right? I want detachment in my life, but I want everybody to respect me. I want everybody to value me. Okay, I want everybody to give me name, fame, money. Where am I detached? Where am I getting moksha?
Desire is arising.
So you have that primary tendency to get moksha. That is the ultimate for everybody. No, everybody want moksha, but every little thing is affecting you. So when you write, I want to have this thing, I want to achieve XYZ, and that is coming from a space of other factors that is like disempowering you. How will you manifest it? What is your primary goal? I'll give a small example. I'm a person, very, very lazy person. Okay, I don't want to put lot of effort. Basically, as a person, if you ask me, no, I'm very lazy. Okay, but I'm working only because I want money. Okay. Now, right now, my situations are like, I cannot work because opportunities are not there. I want a new job because this place is like obsolete. Or because of my laziness, they want to throw me out. Once I lose this job, what happens is, if my need, yes, if my need to get the job is only for money, I'll be like, okay, jitna hota utna. Because I don't want to stretch more. Because I'm basically lazy. I want money, but I'm also lazy. Now, what happens? The laziness is giving me comfort, but working for money is giving me discomfort. The subconscious will choose being lazy. So you'll not attract opportunity that will give you money. That will not get an opportunity. That will not make you work. You're always in a comfort zone. Building this comfort will be there around you. So for people who are unable to find job for a long time, if you just backtrace yourself who you are as a person, if you have this tendency that ज़्यादा काम ज़्यादा पैसे, काम work is money. Now I have to work more for money, but when I'm working, I'm losing my comfort. If this is there as one certain layer, that is going to be the barrier. So you have to dissect to that extent to ensure there's nothing pending from your end. You are not impeding anything to the not manifestation or for not manifesting your goals. You have to be very clear. Okay, I have got nothing in my life that is obstructing my goal. I am very clear, 100% clear. If you get to that stage, then anything can work. Or you have to work on this. Sorry, for that we have to use advanced tools. But when you have issues like this, when you clear this out, the opportunity will come to you. Making money, getting healthy, anything. So for people who have weight loss issues, who want to lose weight, they are not happy for having that heavy weight. They are not even happy to do exercise also. What is better? Continue with the old weight that you have. It is easy for you, no? If I'm basically a person who would like to do a lot of hard work, I can go and run to the gyms daily. Okay. Running in the gym is also troublesome. Bearing this weight also troublesome. Let me bear this weight only instead of running in the gym. Because the familiarity is there, no? And that is the Vasana that I'm talking about. The Vasana is be comfortable. Don't stress. Don't stretch. So though you have a desire, but many layers are not supporting the desire to manifest. And these are the Vasanas that's not letting you there. Arishat Vargas also affect there. Yes. Arishat Vargas basically a negative. Ari means negative. Shat means 6. Vargas are factors. These Arshad Vargas are important tools if you use it right, or else they're very dangerous. So these Arshad Vargas are inspired from Vasanas, and Vasanas are the basis for your desire. What was left in the last life that you wanted to achieve here? Yes, depends. Some people will justify, but if you're wise, you don't. See, for example, anger as a tool, if you use it. For example, when you are nice, people are taking advantage. You're showing anger to just put people into boundaries and perspective. That's good. You do it. After that, again, take a break. Don't carry that anger with you. Show anger, throw it away then and there. So Arshad Vargas, you use it as a tool, wonderful. But if they consume you, that becomes imprint for your soul for the next life or this life to come. Okay, understood? So the homework is write multiple layers of vasanas connected to this desire that you have. Every desire you have, connect to the vasanas. What are tendencies behind your goals? See, from tomorrow we'll have active journaling. Okay, today it's just a basic understanding. From tomorrow, journaling will be there. I have certain questions for each day. When you answer these questions, you also have the Vasana mapping in all days, so that you understand how tendencies have been resolved. Okay, how do you resolve these tendencies? How do you remove these effect of Harshad Vargas? That's there as a part of this 21 this 12 13 days. Okay, now see what vasanas are affecting your desires. Somebody would say, I have no desire at all. I'm just waiting for my death. It is achhe kada, let me die first. So some people also carry these kind of things. Now that's also you have to see, why are you having this desire? When you say I don't have any desire, where is it coming from? Either you have no desire means only two things. You have achieved everything in life, nothing is left to experience. Then you are just waiting to die so that you get moksha. Or you've been badly hurt at all times that you stopped asking for desire only because every desire is only hurting you. Understood this? So if you are unable to have a desire only, that means you've been hurt badly. You cannot say, I was hurt, but still I don't have desire. No. If you're hurt badly, you stopped asking for desire only. You stop to have any desire. If you don't have any desire, what happens? All that you have to achieve this life is postponed to the next life. So this life wasted, one more life. You have to work through it. The moment you have noticed that you have the tendency, your tendencies are like dissolved. Then you're growing, but your tendency is just the same. But your desires are not manifesting. And you say, I don't have any desire, I don't want to have any desire. That is limiting. If you limit yourself like that, that is going to be stuck with your soul imprint, and you have to go through the cycles all through. There's no moksha. Understood, everybody? Yes, no, maybe?
సార్ అసలు డిజైర్స్ లేకపోవడమే కావాలి కదా, మళ్ళీ అదెందుకు మళ్ళీ క్యారీ ఫార్వర్డ్ అవుతుంది? డిజైర్స్ లేని స్థితి మంచిదే కదా. డిజైర్ లేని స్థితి మంచిదే కదా. మీరు అది లేకపోవడం కూడా స్టక్ అయితే కూడా మరి క్యారీ ఫార్వర్డ్ అవుతుందని చెప్తున్నారు.
But also desire is the one that keeps us going in life further, right? So
నిజంగా డిజైర్ రాకపోతే పర్వాలేదు, బట్ డిజైర్స్ మేనిఫెస్ట్ అవ్వట్లేక సప్రెస్ చేసుకోకూడదు అంటున్నా. See, if you suppress desires, no, you're not doing any favor. You have to fulfill your desires, so it doesn't arise at all. Yes, like Harshita said, if there's no desire, there is no reason for you to move forward in life. But that should not be your motive. Because you want to go forward in life, you're having a desire. No, that's not needed. That it becomes a compulsion or a competition. If you don't have a desire, wonderful. If you have a desire, go ahead. See, not everybody will be desiring the same. No, we got like around 18 19 participants in this session right now. Okay, do everybody have got equal interest in for all the women? I asked this question. Do every woman sitting here is looking for same kind of jewelry to be, do every woman have got same interest to have or equivalent jewelry? Women want jewelry, but not everybody wants the same, no? I'm not asking about design.
No.
But interest to have the jewelry, not everybody has got, no? So you have jewelry or not, it's okay. For example, in my last life, full of jewelry I was there. I was living a lot of luxurious life. Now I'm not interested in money only. I'm not interested in jewelry only. Not at all interested. Even if you give, I'll not take. Or even if I purchase, I put it in locker and I'll not use. There are many people that I personally know. It's not that they don't have. Some they don't want to. Over, they have got saturation. And some people will not use, will not carry jewelry because they feel inferior. My jewelry is not as good as other person's jewelry. Some people have jewelry, but they don't put it on. Why? Because they're jealous or they're scared. What if someone steals it? What if somebody is jealous of me? So, not putting on jewelry, you can give 100 explanations to the outside world, but internally, you know what is not letting you put this jewelry on. For some people, there's no jewelry only to put. Had if I've got jewelry, I would have put every single day. That's the mindset you should have, no? Now, if you don't even have it, that means you have achieved it already. So you will not carry to the next life. If you only things that you have not achieved already, that's what you carry to the next life, or even this life. For example, I'm not really bothered about money, but I want meaningful relationships. That means last time you never had meaningful relationships. Now, meaningful relationships are very important to you. So these are the vasanas. This will inspire your desires. Is it making sense now? All right. So homework is do more dissecting of your own desires to see the vasanas around each and every desire. What is inspiring your desire, so that you will be able to clear it out. I'll teach you how to do it. So that's there in the Vasa part of the program. I cannot teach deep spiritual concepts on the same day. You get more and more overwhelmed. So do only as asked you to do for for next 1 or 2 days. After that, things will be very smooth. Okay.
Sir, if you don't have any desire, sir, then
Huh. Yeah. If you don't have any
if you
desire,
don't
that's
have
wonderful.
any, but
See, లేకపోతే పర్వాలేదు, కానీ ఎందుకు లేదని చూసుకోవాలి ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్. అన్ని ఫుల్ఫిల్ అవ్వటం వలన ఏది అవ్వకపోవటం వలన అనుకున్నట్టుగా ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేసేసుకుంటున్నాను అనుకోండి, రిపాజిటరీలు ఏముండవు కదా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ ఐ డిజైర్ ఎక్స్, I can get it manifested within day or two, then I don't have any desires left. No, I know if I get it, I'll be able to fulfill it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. But not having it is a blessing. But is not having a desire coming from a state of fulfilled state, or is it coming from a lack? That is very important. I want you to be your own best judge. Don't try to be looking good by writing the exercise. Vamsi sir ఏమనుకుంటారు, నా గురించి ఏమనుకుంటారు? No. This is self-assessment.
if
Okay,
you
thank you.
experience that if any desire, if you have any desire that will give you grief, then what is the purpose of having that desire, sir? If you have experienced that, if you have any desire, if that gives you sorrow
Huh.
in relations also, if normally it happens with relations or anything,
We'll discuss that tomorrow.
then okay,
Yeah. But yes,
then
this
we
is a
will let
vasana.
it. Okay.
This is a vasana behind your desire, not having a desire. Because you got hurt already and now you stopped expecting. The expectation is different from desire. Because expecting everybody to be nice and that's not happening, that will hurt you more, no? Hence, you don't want to have any expectations. But desire will always, if everybody started to be nice with you, then definitely, no, you'd like to continue to have, no?
Okay.
Yeah. So Write it down, write it down. Make a list of everything. Okay. All right, everybody, we'll connect tomorrow. I'll share the resources shortly. Have a good day. Namaste. Stay blessed.
Thank you.